Does your company use Excel spreadsheets and Word documents, or worse yet, paper logbooks to track operations? No longer. With Vessel Vanguard Pro's state-of-the-art custom forms and checklist module, we've helped several commercial customers integrate their operational forms directly into the software platform.
Let's look at some of these features. You'll notice a Forms button resides under the Actions on your fleet summary page. So that'll access forms you've already built. To build a custom form, we'll go to Settings, Custom Forms and Checklists. So let's use an example that you're running a charter operation and want to create an above the waterline care checklist for your deck crew. So we'll select Create New Template. We'll assign this to a category, which are also customizable. We'll select Operations in this case. So you'll notice on the right side of the page, we have standard inputs and dynamic inputs. So in the case of a fleet operation, maybe we'll start with the vessel selector, which will contain all 5 of our commercial boats in this demo fleet. And maybe a user list to indicate who is completing the checklist. And then we can create some free-form fields here. Maybe a drop-down box. We can edit this to indicate what it'll say. We have various drop downs here. How about we put a date picker and we can move this up to the top of our page here. You'll notice these are all editable or able to be deleted and then moved around with ease. And we can preview the form right here to give us a peek at how this form is going to look. And this functionality auto saves at all times. So as we're creating this, it's auto saving with every entry. So all we do is select back. And now we go down to Operations, and we'll notice our above the waterline care checklist resides right here. So you have the ability to clone that form, edit the form, or delete it using these buttons here on the right side of the page. And to further expand on this functionality, let's attach this checklist to a maintenance task, another great feature of Vessel Vanguard Pro. We'll get back to the fleet summary page and navigate into one of our vessels. Going to our system and equipment list of Vessel Commercial 3. We'll go to the hull and superstructure. Navigate over to our maintenance tasks. And quarterly, it looks like we have an alert set for above the waterline care. So let's go ahead and edit this task. You'll notice towards the bottom, we have an area called Required Form. So you can attach forms that you have built with specific maintenance tasks. A really, really cool feature. We'll select above the waterline care checklist and our reason for making a change to this task. Update and close. And so now when we view this task, and now you'll see our above the waterline care checklist is associated with this task. So when we receive this task alert, we'll know that there's a required form associated. By selecting this See Form History, now in this case we just created the checklist so we don't have history, but typically all history for this checklist would reside right here, giving you a nice snapshot of when and who completed this checklist, including a date and timestamp. Navigating back to our fleet summary page, you'll see another instance of our utilization of the custom forms and checklist module. You'll notice OM3 Hazardous Incident Report, a one-time task that was created to house a form. This indicates the vessel, the date, the system is a subchapter K requirement. Navigating down, just like we had our above the waterline care form, we have a hazardous occurrence report tied with this task. You'll notice the large amount of data that can be captured and customized here within our forms module.